Hi guys, and thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be speaking about how we can paraphrase effectively. Now this video is really aimed at people who are taking the IELTS examination, but honestly, you can use this in your everyday English and you can definitely use it in formal situations, a variety of examinations, and basically in many different ways. So I hope you can find some value here. Paraphrasing means that we change the words around. The problem that many people have is when they get asked a question, they simply repeat the question in their answer, which shows their English, or any language for that matter, to be lower level. An example can be seen on screen now. What's your favourite sport to watch on TV? My favourite sport to watch on TV is football. I've basically just parroted the question back to the person. Now, a parrot is an animal, of course, that will copy your speech. That's why we call it parroting the question. You're not paraphrasing and changing the words around. You are simply repeating it to the person. And of course, we want to avoid this. In the IELTS exam, you will take the speaking test. And when you face your questions, if you are parroting them and repeating them back, your score will be much lower. Once again, this applies to any other examination. And in everyday English, if you're doing this, you're going to show yourself to be a lower level than somebody who has the ability to listen carefully, catch the information, quickly paraphrase in their mind, and throw it back to the person in a different form. So what's your favorite sport to watch on TV? I'm really passionate about football, so I guess football would be the one for me. That's an example of paraphrasing. I haven't repeated the question to the person. And there are many possibilities that we can use. So now we see on screen another question. What's your favorite season? I hope by now that you would look at this question and say, a bad answer, I know what that's going to be. My favorite season is spring. That would be a terrible answer, okay? I say terrible, but I mean, that's how we answer when we're first learning the language. It's not wrong, of course it's not, but we are hoping to reach higher levels, and that's why we need to learn all about the skill of paraphrasing. Better answers, alternative answers. My preference would be for winter. I am particularly fond of autumn. Given the choice, I'd have to say summer. So you see how we use these sentence structures to completely change our answer here. I've carefully selected these three because they can be used with so many different questions. So really take a moment to pause, learn these three structures, and apply them when somebody asks you a question next time. They will really impress people, and they're quite easy actually to memorize a couple of these structures, bring them into your vocabulary, and use them with a wide variety of things. I'm going to show you one more page quickly of examples of bad answers, bad structures, with different question types here. So you should see that on screen now. And once again, these are all bad. Pause it for a second, have a look, and you can see what you should not be doing. Let's move on now. We can see here we've got a variety of questions, 6 in total. And all of these questions are again designed to have rather predictable and obvious answers. Describe a city that you like. A city that I like is, of course, bad answer. Talk about an important person in your life. An important person in my life is, you get the idea. So you can imagine, and if you like, test yourself. Give me 6 bad answers. What would they be? Think about it for the moment. Sometimes it's important to think about what you should not be doing so you can avoid it. In this case, have a go and think about how you can answer these questions badly. Let's have a look at how you should be answering questions like these. So that question we just looked at first, describe a city that you like. Rome is a city that holds fond memories for me. Wonderful answer. Talk about an important person in your life. My father is someone that I truly value. Describe a building that you visited. I once paid a visit to the Louvre. Talk about a memorable experience from your past. Ice skating as a youngster is an experience that stands out to me. Visiting the Eiffel Tower is an experience that stands out to me. All of those are paraphrased. Brilliant answers add much more variety and immediately levels up your English. So, apply these to your examinations. Use them in your IELTS speaking and you will definitely get a much better score. But more importantly, bring it into your everyday English. Exams are short term. We get through them, we move on. The way that we communicate in a daily basis is the most important thing. So stop, learn some of these structures, bring them into your vocabulary, and more importantly, practice using them. Don't just write them on a piece of paper and forget about them. Bring them with you the next time you're going to speak English with someone. Try to memorize one or two of them and drop them into conversation naturally. Look at the person's reaction. See how impressed they are with your newfound phrase. I really hope that you got some value as always from that content today. Take care, and I'll see you next time.